Welcome, everyone. Today, let's dive into the gripping world of Miss Bala. Stay tuned until the very end for a surprise you won't want to miss. Laura Guerrero, just 23 and from humble beginnings, dreams of transforming her life by winning a beauty pageant. The competition is fierce, with hopefuls crowding the hallway, each longing for the crown. Laura, ever loyal, saves a spot in line for her best friend, Susie. Both girls are accepted into the pageant and told to return the next day. That evening, Susie heads to a party with her boyfriend, and Laura, with little choice, tags along. The party buzzes with excitement as Susie mingles with police officers battling drug crime, convinced their connections could tip the contest in her favor. But Laura grows uneasy and urges Susie to leave, setting the stage for the chaos to come. Chaos erupts as armed gang members storm the party. One of them, taking a strange interest in Laura, slips her some cash and urges her to escape. Desperate to find Susie, Laura searches through the darkness as the lights suddenly cut out and gunfire shatters the night. The gang moves with chilling precision, whisking away bodies as panic spreads. Laura leaps from the second floor, catching a glimpse of a man being dragged away. Soon, police swarm the scene, sealing it off and barring Laura from entering. Her heart pounds with worry for Susie, but hours pass with no word from her friend. The next morning, Laura rushes to the pageant but arrives too late and is turned away. Still searching for Susie, she approaches a mustachioed policeman for help, sharing what she witnessed at the club. Instead of helping, the officer tricks her, promising to take her to the station but instead delivering her straight into the hands of the same gang. Confused and terrified, Laura is shuffled between cars in a parking lot, her pleas for mercy falling on deaf ears. The gang leader, Valdez, reveals he knows everything about her family and warns her to keep quiet. Forced to follow their orders, Laura drives to the embassy and abandons the car as instructed. Valdez assures her that if she cooperates, he will help her re-enter the beauty contest. Moments later, the pageant organizer apologizes and hands Laura an entry number, her ticket back into the competition. Valdez presses a wad of cash into her hand, promising a reunion with Susie. He confiscates her phone, replacing it with another, and stops at a boutique so she can choose a dress. Amid the danger, Laura finds a fleeting thrill in the luxury of expensive gowns. But her brief escape is shattered when Valdez calls, snapping her back to reality. Stepping outside, Laura sees smoke rising from burning houses and police barricades sealing off the city. Suddenly, police pull up beside her, and Agent Ben seizes her phone, ordering her to go home. Laura disappears until the next day, leaving her brother Ramon consumed with worry. Laura watches the news in horror. A DEA agent and a woman have been found dead in a car she left behind, and 13 people have been killed at the club. Ramon searches the house and finds only a single apple. Suddenly, a vehicle riddled with bullet holes screeches to a stop outside. Valdez storms in, knocking Laura's father to the ground. Wounded and desperate, Valdez demands to use their home as a hideout. The gang seizes Laura's phone, and Valdez, blood seeping from her wound, demands to know why Laura ran from the store. The house is quickly transformed into a gangster's base. Laura's father and brother are taken hostage, with the chilling promise that they will be freed only if Laura obeys every order. Tearfully, Laura says goodbye as her family is forced from their home. Police raids strip the gang of their weapons, and many are arrested, but Laura's nightmare continues. That night, she is forced to sleep beside the wounded Valdez. At dawn, Valdez wraps duct tape around Laura's waist, then secures thick bundles of cash to her body. Laura is tasked with buying 3 boxes of bullets using this hidden money. Valdez slips a talisman around her neck and helps her into a dress, a strange gesture of protection. Laura, desperate, shows Valdez a photo of the man who stole her phone. At the border, Laura claims she is heading to America to shop for clothes. Instead, she is whisked away by helicopter to the airport, where a man slices open her stomach to retrieve the cash. Another car, packed with bullets, arrives. Laura is given a chilling new order: warn Valdez that Kiki Kamaru is plotting betrayal. She must drive the bullet-laden car back to Mexico. After a tense border crossing, Laura returns to her hometown, only to be caught in a violent shootout between police and the cartel. Valdez's men swoop in, rescuing her and loading her into a truck with the ammunition. Laura makes sure to deliver the warning about Kiki Kamaru. They bundle Laura into a Porsche and force her to inhale ammonia, snapping her back to reality. She is supposed to be at a beauty pageant, and the organizers scramble to rearrange the schedule so she can compete. Disoriented and terrified, Laura barely registers what is happening. She steps onto the stage first, clad in a swimsuit, her mind a blur. During the question-and-answer session, her response is incoherent, and she flees the stage in tears. Grabbing a stranger's phone, she calls her brother. He reassures her they are safe, but they still cannot return home. The contestants gather on stage, nerves taut as they await the announcement. When only 2 remain, Laura is crowned Miss, her face a mask of numbness. The cartel's influence made her victory inevitable. Laura is expected to meet the press in 10 minutes, but instead she bolts, fleeing to the train station. Valdez tracks her down, baffled by her escape. Wasn't this her dream? He drives her out to the step and tells her she is free to go. Laura steps into the open land, but after a few minutes, she returns to the car. Valdez demands she undress. After he is finished, he rejoins his accomplices. They seize Kiki Kamaru, an agent for the American Drug Enforcement Administration, cover his head with a bag, and drive him away, taunting that he should have stayed in his own country. Then they drag his body behind their car. At dawn, a body dangles beneath a bridge. Valdez commands Laura to slip into an elegant dress and ushers her into a different car. The bandits intend to deliver her to the general's mansion. Laura takes the wheel herself, arriving to find a lavish party in her honor and a face-to-face meeting with General Salomon. She pointedly refuses to share his table. The general pens her a letter. Later, Laura discovers in the newspaper that the car she drove carried not only the agent but also the body of her friend Susie. But Valdez has tricked her. Brushing away tears, Laura approaches the general, determined to finish her mission. She is searched and finds herself surrounded by men in uniform. The general requests a drink, then strips Laura and kisses her. As this unfolds, Laura quietly warns him of the bandits' deadly plot and listens in on their phone conversation. General Salomon and his soldiers inspect the room. He instructs Laura to lie on the bed, warning her they must pretend to be lovers. A nervous soldier replaces the general. Suddenly, gunfire erupts, and the man beside Laura is shot. She scrambles from the bed, hiding beneath the sofa as chaos claims every soldier and bandit. Valdez enters with officials, and the special forces let him go. They roughly drag Laura through the hallway and haul her to the police station. After hours in custody, she is brought before a press conference. News breaks that the cartel leaders have been captured, and Valdez perished in the operation. Laura, now labeled Miss, is accused of being a gang member and driving the car to the embassy. She is loaded into a van and whisked away. The name Laura Guerrero now echoes across the nation. She is blamed for a disgraceful act against Mexico. The van delivers her, handcuffed, to the bandits' hideout. That is where our story ends. Share your thoughts below.